All right, what is up, guys? Friday, May the 28th. Friday, May the 28th, 2021. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you all tuning in. The Daily Crow is live. 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls as always. First things first, Brack with the super chat to start this puppy off. Brack, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I wish you would have waited until I was on here so I could have seen the little Gamecock notification, see it flash. But thank you, sir. Brack, starting hot. He says, my wife said I had too many Carolina hats, so I did this instead. Love that. Brack, again, thank you so much for loving sport, guys. And quick reminder, hey, super chat, super stickers are activated. If you're on YouTube, you want to support the business, you want to support the content, you want to support everything we do, you now have that opportunity through super chat, super stickers, all that good stuff. So, Brack, seriously, man, appreciate you tuning in. Before we get into everything else, guys, I want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they've represented hundreds of clients at a time. Guys, both these guys left to start their own law firm because they understand you're a human being. You're not just a line item. You're not just a number. You are a real person with real issues, and you need to be treated as such. Guys, they're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. They're going to know who you are, and like I said, treat you like a client and not just a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. When you've been involved in an accident, the last thing you need to be worrying about is the paperwork and the insurance company. Obviously, it's a very stressful and strenuous time. Let the experts at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. Guys, they use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Like I said, let them take care of it for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. So it is a win-win scenario, guys. Rami's in Columbia. Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today. In Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in Somerville, 843-388-3368, or your one-stop shop, of course, guys, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, it's our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. All right. Here we go. Friday, TGIF. Hope you're doing well. Brack, Travis, you're well. Again, Brack, thank you so much, sir, for the love and support. I appreciate it. Phil, not your average sports kid. Todd Smith, Tim Dorn, what's going on? Brendan M. says, Chris, great picture with the Clemson hat. Yeah, dude, I'll never live it down. It's first things first. It's crazy that somebody would be that, I guess, interested in my personal life. They would go digging through Facebook and find an old Facebook profile and a picture of me wearing a Clemson hat. But, dude, I mean, I owned it from the beginning. I mean, bro, I was 15 years old rocking a Clemson baseball hat. I went to a Clemson baseball camp. And, guys, I'll be totally honest with you. If Clemson would have offered me to play there and Carolina didn't, I would have went and played there. I did not care. I hated Clemson in football. I mean, I really did. And I was a Carolina fan, but I was a baseball player. I was like, bro, I want to go D1. So that's just kind of it. So, I mean, I was a Gamecock fan through and through before that point, during that point, after that point, but whatever is what it is. So, I mean, if people want to think that I just chose this life just for fun, so be it. If you really think that's I just put myself through this misery because I enjoy it, I know I'm just a Gamecock born and raised, so I'm here for the long haul. Todd Smith, what's up, man? What's going on? Tim Dorn, again. Brack, I appreciate you again, man. Thank you so much again for the love and support. I was just giving you a hard time for when you did it. Phil, daily weather report for New Hampshire, 59 degrees and partly cloudy. Phil, that sounds terrible, honestly. I'd literally rather it be 100. You and I can agree to disagree, but I'd rather it be 100 degrees. Today, the high is 92. Like, I wish it was 95, honestly. 59 degrees in the end of May. I can't fathom that. Let's see. Travis Will, I hate Clemson. I also went to their camp, and I'm a Gamecock. Yeah, I mean, dude, they have one of the best. They used to, at least. I don't know if they're even still running the Clemson baseball camp, but that was like the baseball camp to go to. So, and I went to a ton of different camps. But honestly, man, I look at it. It's just another chapter in the saga of TSUS. It really is. It's funny. I think it's hilarious personally. USC Sports, if Shane Beamer wins 9 or 10 games, let's just put him in the South Carolina Coaches Hall of Fame. Good evening, Chris. USC Sports, if Shane Beamer wins 10 games this year, I don't know what I'll do. I'll do probably anything. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll kiss the ground Shane Beamer walks upon if we win 10 games. Literally. Keith, what's up, man? How you doing? Travis said, actually got a hit on that field in the upstate when we played a scrimmage. Good stuff. Yeah. No, it's fun, man. Like I said, when you're a ball player, man, you kind of put the feelings and the emotions to the side, man. It's kind of like one of my buddies works for Georgia football, right? I mean, he works, and he grew up a Georgia fan, but he's worked for Colorado and Virginia Tech and FAU. And, dude, he told me, I met up with him at the Carolina game. He's like, dude, I'd come work for South Carolina. I'd work for Georgia Tech. He's like, dude, you get in the business, you just kind of put your fandom aside. Like, it's business at this point. And dude, when you're playing baseball, like, when I was younger, yes, I was a South Carolina fan, but I was kind of a baseball player first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did not grow up in a family that went to every single game and we tailgated. My parents are like these crazy diehards. My mom does not give a damn about sports, really. Outside of us playing, does not give a damn. Doesn't even like anybody. My dad, he went to USC Aiken. He pulls for Carolina, but, I mean, it's not like some diehard situation. They've gotten a lot more diehard since I do what I do. But my grandfather was the one that got me into it. But, I mean, you know, again, I was a big Gamecock fan. Don't get me wrong. I was a diehard Gamecock fan. It was kind of a different vibe during baseball season, though, for me. Like, the rivalry wasn't as big in baseball, and it was just like I'd go to a Clemson baseball game and it wouldn't even bother me. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I hated them when Carolina and Clemson played each other, but, you know, so whatever, man. Like I said, when you're playing ball and you just want to go somewhere and play, and you're like, bro, I just want to go D1. So if they're going to offer me, I'll go. I don't give a damn, bro. Put those football feelings, those emotions. I know some Gamecock fans can't even fathom what I'm saying. But when you're playing a sport, bro, you're just trying to go D1. Like, and I didn't go D1, but I'm just saying, like, you're just trying to give yourself that opportunity. I would have went to Coastal. I'd have went to Clemson. Obviously, I would have loved to go into Carolina. I mean, I would have went to CFC, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Like I said, I know some people can't even fathom what I'm talking about, but it's all good. Try to have an open mind. Jay says, do they name the host sites today? No, that will be Sunday night at 8:30. Believe it or not. Sunday night at 8:30 is when they will reveal the 16 host sites. KG True Player, what's going on? Not Your Average Sports, his kid says, I always tell my parents the only possible way I go to Clemson is they give me a basketball scholarship and nobody else does. Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. Brandon M., same deal as Muschamp working at Auburn, Florida, and Carolina. Yeah, it's just when it's your job, you know, when it's that type of scenario, it just comes to a point where, yeah, you're just like, all right, cool, whatever. Coastal definitely would have been a good time. Trip, what's up, man? What's going on? T-Dubs in the building. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. How about South Carolina? Daniel from Gamecocks Tennis competing for the national title today. How about that? What's his name? Daniel Rodriguez. National title in men's tennis. It's an all-SEC final, the singles championship final. Sam Riffin or something like that. Sam Riffis. Yes, Sam Riffis from Florida against our guy Rodriguez, Carolina. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, Arkansas beat Vandy. No, yeah, who's surprised, man? The number one team in the country, the best team in the country. I'd put my money to win it on them to win it all. Let's see. Derek Wilbank says, how many games will Shane Beamer win in his first year? I haven't locked in my prediction yet. That'll come the second week of July. But right now, I feel pretty comfortable saying, you know, somewhere around 5-7, 6-6 is probably kind of the go-to prediction, if you will. And I think it's the prediction that makes sense. So, let's see. Justin said, if Clemson offers my oldest daughter a scholarship to ball softball, nobody else does. I support her. Going to have my TSUS and Carolina gear, but we'll have to go to game support. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, people bring that picture up. I'm like, dude, I was rocking a Clemson hat. Doesn't make me any less of a Gamecock fan. Whatever. I mean, if you really think I've built an entire business around the University of South Carolina and its athletics programs, and I was a Clemson fan the whole time, I'll be honest, guys, I don't care that much to do that. Like, I'm a Gamecock through and through. I've been as genuine and as authentic as anybody I feel like could be. So, yeah. I think it's just funny at this point. It is funny. So, what's funny is, like I said, somebody went on Facebook and searched me and dug through my old Facebook account to find that picture. That is what's funny. That is what's funny. I think one day I might just repost it and like troll people. Just be like, hey, just in case y'all forgot. Brian Welch, Tennessee just hit another two-run bomb. They're up 9-0 in the fourth over Alabama. Wow. Dude, Tennessee's a good ball club. I knew Bama wasn't going to beat Tennessee again, man. So, Key said we could catch Kentucky looking ahead this year. They have us and then Florida. Maybe it's a huge game. It's a huge game. By the way, guys, quick reminder, episode 453 of the podcast that dropped this morning, beginning our 2021 opponent preview series, breaking down the Eastern Illinois Panthers. So, a full breakdown of Eastern Illinois, everything you need to know about the Panthers, their program, their head coach, their best players coming back on offense, defense, and the overall outlook of the football game as well. Also, kickoff times were announced yesterday. In case you're living under a rock and you somehow missed it, night game to kick off the Shane Beamer era. 7 o'clock kickoff at Willie B. Then you've got the noon kickoff the next weekend at East Carolina in Greenville. And then the following week, Between the Hedges, night game in Sanford Stadium against Georgia, 7 o'clock kickoff for that one. The game at ECU is on ESPN2. The one at Georgia is on ESPN. So, first three games, kickoff times announced. Very excited, obviously. Getting the Shane Beamer era started with a night game. It's already a W. I mean, that's it. Already a victory. So, really, really good stuff. And then night game for Georgia, man. Night game for Georgia. So, very excited for all three of those. Phil Harris says, didn't Tony Romo play at Eastern Illinois? Yes, he did. And Jimmy Garoppolo. Not Your Average Sports Kid sucks that the first game is only on ESPN Plus. It might be on SEC Network Plus as well, but guys, I'll just tell you, ESPN Plus is like $5.99 a month. You might as well just go ahead and get it. If you watch sports, you might as well just get it. I got it after South kind of played the Citadel on ESPN Plus, and I've honestly just had it ever since. I thought about canceling, but I was like, what's the point, dude? There's a lot of good sports on here that if I ever want to watch a game, I can. So, Derek Wilbanks, what do you think about the Clemson-Georgia game? Well, I hope Georgia beats the shit out of them. I can tell you that much. I hope Georgia destroys Clemson. I think Georgia's got a good chance to do so as well, man. I'm surprised, honestly, Clemson is favored. I don't know. I'm surprised Clemson's favored. I think Georgia with JT Daniels and a really, really good defense, I think Clemson's got question marks, brand new quarterback coming in. So I think it'll be a great game. I will tell you this. I'm so happy we have a night game to kick off the season. Would I have loved to sit down and watch that Georgia-Clemson game? Absolutely. But, I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't trade it for, having a night game for Willie B. So I'm excited for the night game. Excited that we get that, 7. Willie B is going to be rocking, by the way. Absolutely rocking. So, Travie Rule, I could see a similar result against Kentucky, and we beat them in 2019, 24-7. Travie, are you saying you could see a similar result for us against Kentucky or Georgia against Clemson, or which game are you talking about? Here we go. USC Sports, final score against Eastern Illinois. I got South Carolina winning 38-17. I would tell you this, man. I mean, like I said, listen to the podcast that dropped today. I did a full deep dive on Eastern Illinois and their program and everything. And it's weird because I'm coming from, we're still in baseball season. So you're coming from the school of thinking that every game, anybody can beat anybody, right? Respect every opponent. Anybody can beat anybody. Literally, South Carolina lost to Davidson. Like, it can happen. But football's not like that, bro. Like, I understand, like, South Carolina lost to the Citadel one time and upsets happen and everything. But in football, when you're playing a lesser opponent, you're playing a lesser opponent. I mean, it's 99 times out of 100, you're going to beat them. And so I look at this game against Eastern Illinois. This is a name-your-score type of game for South Carolina, guys. I mean, it really is. I mean, and I'm glad. We were overdue for a game like that. We were overdue for it. after opening up against UNC, NC State, Tennessee, even on the road at Vandy. I mean, all these tough openers, we were due for a cupcake. And that's what this is a cupcake. It's going to be a great opportunity to kick off the Shane Beamer era the right way, get a bunch of guys experience, get everybody's feet wet in a new system, get acclimated to things. But I truly look at it, this is a name your score type of ball game. I mean, it really, really is. Somebody said 38-17. Man, I have not given a score prediction yet, but I mean, dude, it's a game where South Carolina should probably win by 4 touchdowns. I'd be totally. I mean, it shouldn't even be a game, to be totally honest with you. So, and I know we've only won a combined 6 games the past 2 years, and I know I give some very sobering thoughts when it comes to Gamecocks football and how good we are and will be this season. But this is not a game I'm worried about. You know what I mean? You just take a look at Eastern Illinois. Like I said, it's not baseball where anybody can beat anybody on any given day. The competition is just not even remotely the same. So, I think it'll be a fun night at Willie B. I'll just say that. I think it'll be a fun night at Willie B. Keith, Summer upset our first game will only be plus channels. Hard to be on primetime coming off a 2-win season. I mean, yeah, man. What channel are they going to put it on? SEC Network? The big channel? You don't think there are other better games that day? I mean, what do people expect, man? We're playing Eastern Illinois. And, hey, you know what? To get the night game, I don't give a damn. And Keith, can I just say something, Keith? And if this gets under your skin, so be it. I'm sorry, but if you're a fan of an SEC school, hey, let's go. Appreciate you, not your average sports kid. If you're a fan of an SEC school and you don't have SEC Network and the capabilities to get SEC Network Plus, what are you, like, you're not really a fan then. And I'm not trying to, trust me, I understand everybody's life is different. But, bro, come on. You got to have, if you're a fan of an SEC school, you've got to have access to SEC Network. You just have to. You flat out have to. So, Travier Well says, you could see us beating Kentucky 24-7. Boy, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Great Bisbee, I say Beamer hangs 50 on Eastern Illinois. Maybe. Brian Welch, bring back Jefferson Pilot Sports. USC Sports, I was expecting to be on CBS. Yeah, good one. Hope says it's on SEC Network Plus as well. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was on both. Heck, I don't know. We'll know as we get closer, but, I mean, like I said, man, people that don't have how do you not have SEC Network Plus and you're a fan of an SEC school? What, do you just not watch every baseball game? That's insane. I don't know. It would be insane, I guess, for me because I literally watch all of them. So, oh, well. It is what it is. Anyways. Keith, I have it. Just saw where others were upset. I'm a season ticket holder, so I'll be there. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to be there as well. TSUS tailgate is going to be lit with a night game. So excited. So fired up, man. Yeah, TSUS tailgate is going to be a really, really good time. I cannot freaking wait. USC Sports, what channel is Georgia Clemson on? That is on ABC, I believe. Yeah, ABC. 7:30 primetime kickoff. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. CFN, what's going on? Welcome. Like I said, guys, super chat, super stickers are enabled on YouTube. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Appreciate the love and support, guys. Seriously, thank you. Phil says, even I have SEC Network all the way up here. Gamecocks 79 says the Coop will be rocking. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a fun little notification on the screen. Trust me. Let's see. Travier Well, man, those are the days with Jefferson Pilot Sports. Yeah. Hey, The highlight we posted today, the 99 days of kickoff, that was a Jefferson Pilot sports game. Troy Williamson in 2003 against Virginia. CFN, what will be the statement win for South Carolina this year? If there is to be a statement win, a like big, are we talking upset, I would say? Because and I think that's what a statement win would be like. Okay, this win shows the program it's a new era. The best chance for that type of win, and that's something I'll talk about, obviously, again, when we do game-by-game predictions and really like the season preview in the second week of July. The best chance, in my opinion, for that statement win that you're talking about, I think comes against the Florida Gators later in the season. I mean, listen to how it sets up. You're coming off of a bye week. South Carolina's coming off of a bye week in that one. You are at home, right? On the flip side, Florida plays Georgia that previous week, and at that point, they'll have played Alabama. So, you like your chances there as well. It'll be later in the season, so South Carolina should have a lot of things figured out that they're going to have to work through early in the season. Things like finding the number one wide receiver, just overall establishing everything under Shane Beamer. I mean, there's questions all over the place, right? Your defensive backfield, everything. So I think that is your best opportunity for an upset and a statement game, if you will. Because obviously you beat Florida. I think that would be huge. It shows the overall progression of the program and, you're moving in the right direction. Obviously you beat a team like that because Florida, I mean, are they going to be world beaters this year? Are they going to be as good as they were last year? I don't think so, but they're still Florida. They've still got talent all over the field. So I think that's your best chance for that statement win that you mentioned. So USC Sports playing in front of 80,000 people will be amazing. It's going to be incredible, man. It's going to be incredible. Travis World, yes, sir. I remember back when we beat the Hokies. Mike Dingle had 4 touchdowns. Yeah, Brad Lawing, I think, talked about that game. Not your average sports kid. Who do you think will step up as a receiver for us? First, it was Debo, then Brian, and lastly, Shy. I think the guy that's probably going to be wide receiver 1 and nobody's talking about him is Amarian Brown, the Georgia Tech transfer. Again, I understand he didn't play in the spring game, whatever, but I'd be surprised if he's not wide receiver 1, man. He's got the skill set. He's got the speed. He did it at Georgia Tech. I think he's the best. He's the top candidate, in my opinion, to be wide receiver 1. So we'll see. Key says, cannot wait to tailgate at Willie B. Damn it, it will be a long time coming. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's going to be a blast, man. It's going to be an absolute. Willie B is going to be rocking. It's not going to feel like you're playing Eastern Illinois. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be a great time, man. It's going to be an absolute great time. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Today's show, episode 453. 2021 Opponent Preview Series starting today with the Eastern Illinois Panthers. On Monday's show, we will break down the East Carolina Pirates, and then Thursday of next week. Or no, excuse me, not Thursday. I take that back. Wednesday of next week, we will break down the Georgia Bulldogs because obviously Thursday and Friday of next week, Thursday we'll be previewing the regionals. Friday, I'll give my predictions for the regionals. So, we will break all that down next week. Very excited, though. Really, really good stuff. Content is rolling as we go. Believe it or not, guys, next week into June. And a quick reminder, we go into June. Do you know what starts in June? I know Phil's going to have a heart attack. He's going to be so excited. What starts in June? The South Carolina Dynasty on NCAA 14. We're going to start a dynasty on NCAA 14. Very, very excited for that. CFN says Omarion number 1. Number 2, EJ 3, Dak Joyner. Oh, you mean Amarian. It's A-H, by the way. Amarian Brown, Ahmarean, just to give you a heads up. Derek Wilbanks says, I really want to beat Auburn for personal reasons. Yeah, that's going to be a hate game. No questions asked. That is going to be an absolute hate game. Guys, by the way, I tweeted this, but isn't it crazy? This is the first weekend without Carolina baseball since the early February. Literally. First weekend without Carolina baseball since early February. I'm literally like, man, I mean, what crazy. What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? No Carolina baseball. USC Sports, what day in June will you be starting? I am not 100% sure yet. Yeah, I'm just not 100% sure. I'll flip the calendar this weekend and kind of plan out content for June and all that. So, I mean, you guys will obviously know. I mean, we'll schedule it like we scheduled the Daily Crow. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to do that, you know, especially now we're gonna have, you know, once baseball ends, we're gonna have weekends wide open too. So I mean, I don't know. You guys will know, though. You guys will know. We'll figure that out, but you guys will definitely know when we're going to do it. So I don't know if we'll start it next week or the week after. Next week, I don't know, just because it's going to be things are going to be so busy with baseball too. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But it will be in the month of June. I can tell you that. Not your average sports kid. What about Ortre Smith? He has been banged up his whole career, but his freshman year, he did not play bad at all. Listen, his freshman year, he was great. Ortre Smith, I'll just be totally blunt and honest with you guys. Ortre Smith's one of those guys. Until he proves to me he can be healthy, until he proves that, till he proves he can actually be on the field and be healthy, I am setting no expectations for Ortre Smith. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, hey, maybe he will be healthy and go out there and ball out and have a great season. But until he's healthy, I can't predict it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up for Ortre Smith. And I hate to say that. Maybe that's unfair. I know he's gone through a lot of injuries and personal stuff and all that, whatever. You know what I mean? He's dealt with a lot of bad luck injuries, but hey, being healthy is part of being a good athlete. It is. So until he shows he can do that, I'm not putting any of my stock in Ortre Smith. John Kruger, when does fall practice start? Probably going to be like August 2nd, August 3rd. I mean, they haven't officially announced that, but probably like August 2nd, August 3rd. Justin, when do tickets go on sale to the public for football? Probably like beginning of August. I have no idea. So, CFN, I remember I thought Ortre and Shy were brothers. No, yeah, just a couple of Smiths. By the way, guys, quick reminder, like I said, you're on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you want to support the business, support the content, super chat, super stickers, you can now do that on YouTube. Again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support, man. It's been another great week with the Daily Crow, the podcast, all of the content. Really appreciate y'all. Hey, I'll show y'all something, by the way, since you're all here. Like I said, I like to incentivize people that tune in the Daily Crow. You guys get to hear things and see things and know things before I'd say general public. Like before I put things on social media, you guys know we're actually posting this graphic here shortly. A little breakdown of the Eastern Illinois Panthers. I'm going to do that for every single team that the Gamecocks play. So just kind of a little one-sheeter, just to give you an idea. Okay, this is what this is what this team looks like, whatever. So, yeah, there you go. CFN says SC needs to go get the Dutch Fork wide receiver duo, Antonio Williams and Devin High. Hey, we need wide receivers, so I'll take them. I'm down. Go tweet at Coach Beamer and tell him. Let's see. D1 Baseball an hour ago dropped their latest field of 64. Let's see what they've got. They've still got South kind of going to, or I guess this is probably updated as of last night. Yeah, D1 Baseball has the Gamecocks going to South Bend, Indiana in the Notre Dame Regional. Now, Baseball America has the Gamecocks as a 2 seed in the Old Dominion Regional, but playing that regional at Founders Park in Columbia. So, hold your breath, but I got a feeling it's becoming more and more and more likely that the Gamecocks could be a host as a 2 seed. And God, what a turn of events that would be. I mean, honestly, what a turn of events. God, could we be so lucky? Could we be so freaking lucky? Honestly, man. So, let's see. Do they have, I don't know if they even have Old Dominion as a host. See, that's the difference. D1 baseball does not have Old Dominion as a host. Baseball America does. We'll see. We'll see. Steven, my brother. Tanner Lance says, I got my season tickets already. The ticket prices are low this year. Indeed, I think that's smart by the USC, honestly. USC Sports, Ortre Smith, Josh Fan, the old and forgotten receivers of the days we no longer talk about. Well, USC Sports, again, both guys have severely underachieved. Call it for what it is. They have. They were both 4-star prospects. How are both of them bums? How are both of them busts? Maybe Justin Stepp and a new coaching staff and all that is what they need, and I'm pulling for them, man. I hope that's the case because it's hard for me to believe that they could be what they are right now. But you know what? They are what they are to this point, and they've played 3 years of college football. At some point, you are who you – no, excuse me, 4 years. At some point, you just are who you are. You know? At some point, you are who you are. CFN says Josh Van has alligator arms. He does have trouble at times catching the football. I will say that. Really quick, guys, before we go any further, I want to tell you about our friends over at Flex Squad Fitness because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness, guys. And CJ Profit, the man behind it all, he's been a certified personal trainer for 10 years. The reason that he's so good at what he does, he struggled with his own weight. He's been there. He's done that, guys. He actually lost 85 pounds himself doing the exact same type of training that he currently does at the gym. And guys, at Flex Squad, they do one-on-one and small group training. Their program is a mix of strength, high-intensity interval training, and endurance training. And guys, the goal is to not only help you look great on the outside, but more importantly, make them stronger and more confident on the inside. And again, guys, like I said, he's been there. He's done that. He's lost the weight. He's gone through the physical grind, the mental grind. So he knows exactly what you're going through, and he's going to be there for you every single step of the way. Guys, the place changes people inside and out. You're not going to regret walking in the door. You'll probably just wish that you did it sooner. And guys, right now they're offering a free week for anyone who wants to try out their classes or 2 free one-on-one sessions to see what they're all about. Guys, if you go there right now, tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You are going to get your first month free. Again, if you're in Columbia, Chapin, the state of South Carolina, and you're looking to begin that fitness journey, look no further than our friends at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Again, that's Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Keith says, how could you leave Founders Park out? I agree. Keith, I'll tell you this, man. I went ahead and bought my tickets through USC because I was a season ticket holder last year, so I got first dibs. I went ahead and bought them. Obviously, if we don't have the regional here, they'll refund us. So, I was like, you know what? Just to be safe, let me go ahead and scoop me up a ticket. So, trust me, I have fingers crossed, man, because I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to go on the road. I don't want to go to Charlotte. I don't want to go to Greenville. I don't want to go to freaking Gastonia, Phil Harris. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go on the road. I have no desire to go on the road. None. Let's see. We got a couple of texts here I want to get to on the text line. Robbie Davis says, Chris, hope your week's going fantastic. I think if we could somehow come together and gel on both sides of the ball, I think we could wind up opening some eyes. Go Gamecocks. Love your show. Hope you're right, Robbie. Got another text here. Who do you think will step up as a receiver for us? Oh, okay. You already asked that one. Let's see. Who's the breakout player for both football and basketball this year? Football. The breakout player for football will be, why not Marshawn Lloyd? He's going to finally see the field. Hell, basketball, man, I have no idea. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. It's too early to start talking basketball, man. It's too early to start diving into basketball. I think we all need to just give basketball a rest. No, I mean, I don't know. Be honest with you. Yeah, Phil, I'm sorry, but nobody in the history of the world has ever sat down and gone to themselves, you know where we should go today? Let's go to Gastonia. That sounds like a really fun time. Nah. How about we don't? How about we don't do that? How about we don't do that? How about we do not? Phil, is it possible that Columbia could be a host, but we play halfway across the country as a 2 seed? If so, man, that would suck. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that would make a whole lot of sense. Like, why would you send Carolina off as a 2? I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be weird as hell, though. I tell you that. That would be very weird. Not your average sports kid. We lost everybody in basketball. Yeah, I mean, it certainly feels that way. We lost a lot. We got a lot of new guys. I mean, it's basically a brand new team. Feels like a brand new team, at least. Not your average sports kid says so many transfers and people signing up for the draft, especially with no AJ. Yeah. I mean, hopefully a guy like Justin Minaya or not Minaya, God. Jermaine Couisnard balls out. See, I'm forgetting who's even back and who's going. Shoot, Manaya's at what? Manaya's at Providence, I think. Yeah, I think he went to Providence. So. By the way, guys, you guys got any big Memorial Day weekend plans? Anybody got big Memorial Day weekend plans? Curious. Is there rain in the forecast today? No, 5%. Okay. Yeah, it's really not that hot in Columbia today. I mean, high 80s. Yeah, but Couisnard's back. Couisnard is back. CFN says, I'm at the beach. Hey, thank you for tuning in from the beach then, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I figure because, yes, in case you're wondering, I know it's Memorial Day weekend, but we will have the Daily Crow live on Monday. So I'm sure many of you will be chilling on vacation, doing whatever it is. Key says he's working Memorial Day. There you go. Boss paying double time. Got to take advantage of that. But like I said, there'll probably be a lot of you guys that are on vacation. So, hey, you want to tune in while you're on vacation? Do so. I'll be live. Hey, and Monday's Daily Crow will be a big one now. That'll be a very big one because South Carolina, for South Carolina baseball, you're going to find out where you're going because Monday at noon is the Field of 64 selection show on ESPN2. So that will be a big deal, of course, and we will watch that together. Phil says, Free Jacks on Saturday at home. Turn me up, turn me loose. Woo, huzzah, let's ride. Attaboy. Lindsey Hagler, birthday weekend in Pawleys Island. Happy birthday to you, Lindsey Hagler. Not your average sports kid. Is Keyshawn still applied or is he back? Yes, Couisnard and Keyshawn are both back. They are both back. Justin, basketball summed up. He says Frank is in ass-saving mode. I know he has used the transfer portal to go out and recruit shooters. The players he has are different than his normal, but I haven't had time to really look them up. I mean, yeah, it's win or go home mode for sure. CFN, what year will South Carolina beat A&M? I have no idea, CFN, but I do not think it'll be this year. I can go ahead and tell you right now. I mean, it's almost one of those things, until South Carolina does it, you can't pick them to do it. And especially this year, Beamer's first season, A&M's really good, and you got to go to College Station, God forbid. I mean, A&M's going to be a top 10 team, man. At worst, top 15. So I think it'd be very bold to say this year. So Justin says Memorial Day, Saturday and Sunday, and Raleigh for travel ball Monday. I'm slow smoking ribs and barbecue. There you go. Love it. Love it. Heath Hagler says, happy birthday, Lindsay. Lindsay, your TSUS flag is on the way. Yes, that's been shipped, by the way. That has been shipped. Just want to keep you updated. That has been shipped. You should be getting that soon, I feel like. So. Again, guys, 8437. Episode 453. Full Eastern Illinois breakdown as we begin the 2021 opponent preview series. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff. If you're ready for kickoff, which I know we all are, it's a great primer. We'll be doing that for the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, breaking down the Gamecocks' 2021 opponents. Brennan M., Tennessee up 10-0 on Bama. Wow. They were not happy with that loss the other night. Taylor Novinger, what's up? We've had so many chances to beat them. Bentley almost did it in 2017 over A&M. Yeah, I mean, we've had some close ones. Last couple have been blowouts, though. Last couple have been very, very, very ugly. Very ugly. So, You know, I'd love to see that change soon, man. It's you know, I don't care who the opponent is. It's never a positive to have a freaking 7, 8, 9 game losing streak to any team. Keith, got my TSUS shirt today. Just got a text on the front porch. Keith, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love, for real, man. Thank you. Brian Welch, 11-0 Tennessee, top 6, another bomb. Good God. They're taking out their frustrations on Alabama, that's for sure. That is for sure. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I'll ask you guys, is there anything specifically that you'll be looking for from that first game against Eastern Illinois? Again, we all expect Carolina to win. We all believe they are going to win, no doubt. Is there anything specifically when you think about that game, you're like, I want to see this? You know, I want to see this specifically. Is there anything? Because, like, you know, I got a clip I'm going to post a little bit later today. Are we really going to learn anything about South Carolina's football team from that first game? Like, is there going to be anything where, you know, this happened, so it's like, oh, well, this is fact for the rest of the year? I don't really think so. But, you know, I definitely think, you know, there are things you can, you know, positives you'll still be able to take away from that football game. You know, getting a bunch of guys acclimated to the college game, some new guys, some young guys. Letting guys get their feet wet, you know, getting adjusted to a brand new system, hell, a brand new coaching staff. You know, there's questions all over this football team. So you really could not ask for a better week 1 opponent than Eastern Illinois. You could not ask for a better way to kind of get into the season and ease into the season, if you will, and really, you know, you need to start the Shane Beamer era off on a positive note. And Eastern Illinois gives you the opportunity to do that. So Phil says A&M is on a whole other level than us. When they got Jimbo, I knew they were serious and trying to get to a natty. Yeah, I mean, that definitely. I mean, Jimbo's a really good coach. So Kevin C says little things done well, like minimal penalties and good organization would be a nice start. Yeah, I agree for sure. Yeah, for sure. I think we all want to see that, man. A well-coached team, well-organized team. You know, don't shoot yourself in the foot. No stupid penalties. Don't be careless with the football. Yeah, those little things, certainly. Joshua Jenkins, first play of the game. Fleet flicker, 75-yard touchdown. Justin says tempo, play calling, how both sides of the line moves and blocks, how the wide receiver run the routes, how the team works in lots of situations. So Justin just wants to see everything. He just wants to see it all. You know what I'll be really excited to see, man? Marshawn Lloyd. I think that'll be a really good week 1 or first opponent, if you will, for him to get, you know, get that knee going, you know, test that knee out and, you know, get his South Carolina career underway. So it'll be a great game for Luke Doty, really the entire team. Taylor, the sign says, shut up and hit somebody. Quoted by the great Lou Holtz, shut up and hit somebody. So they used to have T-shirts in Columbia that said, shut up and hit somebody when he was the head coach. So, but yeah, I'm the same way though, guys. I really just want to see you know, it's week 1 of a brand new scheme, brand new system, brand new coaching staff. It's not going to be perfect, but if you can do the little things correctly, don't shoot yourself in the foot, everybody run to the football, play with great effort and intensity, the score is going to take care of itself. I mean, you're more talented. You're a better team. But, you know, do those little things right. And then, of course, like I said, having guys just get some confidence and get acclimated to all the new schemes and systems. You know, a young secondary getting that experience and having some positive things go their way. Luke Doty starting to build that confidence and that continuity with his wide receivers and his offense as a whole. You know, again, the running game, establishing everything. You know what I'm saying? Establishing everything. So, yeah. Breaking. LSU baseball coach Paul Mainieri is expected for a while now. Will announce his retirement at noon Central, so 1 o'clock Eastern today. Sources have told D1 Baseball. Wow. Robbie Davis again, Texan, says, I would love to see better tackling, because that's something we didn't do too well last year, the year before. I mean, yeah, we can almost just say everything. We need to see everything. We need to see everything, for sure. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see which wide receiver Doty trusts the most. Should only take a couple of series to see who it is. Wide receiver 1 spot is there for the taking. Yeah, dude, Kevin, I cannot remember the last time we came into a season. Maybe 2016, Muschamp's first year, but there have not been many seasons where we've had more question marks around the wide receiver position. than this one. I mean, honestly, South Carolina, do we have the greatest history in the world? No, but we've always seemed to have big-time wide receivers. And this year, man, we're hurting. I mean, we're hurting at wide out. Just call it for what it is. We are hurting at wide receiver. So, yeah, who's going to step up? Again, you're not going to draw conclusions just because a guy has a big game in week 1 against Eastern Illinois. Does that mean he's your number 1 target for the entire season? But this is where your guys are going to start to establish, okay, who are the playmakers we can depend on? Who are the guys we can depend on and turn to, right? So that'll start to be established in week 1. Travis says, we haven't been able to tackle the whole Muschamp era, maybe a little the 9-4 year. Phil says, let the Carolina rugby team teach our defense how to tackle. Keith, I want to see effort and hustle from our football team. Yeah, that's the minimum, right? That's the minimum. You got to see that. Play for the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. Yeah. Effort, intensity, all of that stuff. Travis says, I'm just ready to see some development in our players. Hey, cheers to that, aren't we all? Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Quick question, guys. I'd love your feedback. For those who have tuned into the podcast today, for those who have tuned in, how do you guys like the opponent preview series? I'm curious because it's just something I started doing a couple of years ago, and I really enjoy. But how do you guys like it? I'm curious. I would like to think it gets people fired up and excited for football, which is the point of doing it. But how do you guys like it? How do you guys like the opponent preview series? What do you think about it overall? So would love to hear you guys' feedback. I mean, I don't know. I guess I never really asked. So Brack says, I enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Brack. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I just think it gives a good opportunity for us all to kind of learn about the opponents we play. And, of course, like I said, just get excited for football season, man. I mean, it's we all want to know about who we play. So yeah. No, I think they're fun. I think they're fun. I think they're cool. So, again, guys, questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Get this, guys, by the way, just in case you all were curious, 2 years ago today, this is actually important, well, an interesting date for yours truly. 2 years ago today was when I pulled the trigger and moved out of Charlotte. 2 years ago today, believe it or not. Crazy. It's wild because 2 years is such a long time, but it's really not that long at all. I mean, it's really not. 2 years isn't really that long. So, yep, 2 years ago today, I moved out of the Queen City. So, Justin says, I enjoy the preview. Gives us a chance to talk and see what we got coming up. Yeah, and again, it gives us the chance to talk, man. It gives us the chance and the opportunity to talk Carolina football. And, I mean, what more could you ask for? That's kind of the way I look at it. So I enjoy them. I appreciate y'all tuning into those. I truly do enjoy them and hope you guys find value. And, again, like I said, if nothing else, hopefully it gets you fired up. Gets you fired up for kickoff and fired up for football season. So, for sure. Key says, what did Charlotte do to you, LOL? I mean, nothing. I mean, listen, I loved Charlotte. I enjoyed it. But to realize the dream I had, the vision I had for TSUS, I couldn't do it in Charlotte, man. I had to move to Columbia and make that dream a reality. So, no, it's not like a negative, like, boo Charlotte. Whatever. No, Charlotte's a great place, man. I had a great time. I had probably too much fun in Charlotte. So, and no, it's a great spot, man. I truly enjoyed it. But, I love living in Columbia because, hey, living in Columbia it serves as the vehicle for me to do what I love to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when people ask me, how do you like Columbia? I'm like, I like Columbia. I like the city and everything, but the main reason I like Columbia, man, is it's just, I mean, could I live in Charlotte and do what I do? Absolutely. But it just makes the most sense to live in Cola. And also, I'll be honest with you, Keith, Charlotte is not the best place to live and try to cultivate a small business. It is not. It's just way too expensive. I mean, it just is. You can't run a small business and be paying $1,300 a month for rent for a studio. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. And I mean, if no offense to anybody that does, but if you're going to live in Matthews or Rock Hill or why even live up there? I mean, you live up there to live in the city. You know what I mean? So, no, I love my spot in Cola, man. Again, I got nothing but love for Charlotte, but that was a big deal. That was a big deal for me to get out of there and take that next step. You know what I mean? And push TSUS, and it's a great decision. It's a great decision. So let's see. Got a couple questions. Brandon Nim says Lipsius just smoked another ball barely. Dude, Lipsius is a freaking monster. Chandler Davis, what's a team you think we'll upset and a team you think will upset us? Oh, God. A team, I think our best chance for an upset I mentioned earlier is Florida. I like where that game sits. I like how it sets up. You got South kind of coming off of the bye week, and you're at home. Florida coming off of that Georgia game, and they'll have played Bama by that point, so they'll probably be beat up a little bit. I think it sets up well for you. What is the most likely team that could upset us? Well, here's the funny thing about that question. How many games are we going to be favored in? How many games are we going to be favored in? How many games could we lose where you'd really call it an upset? Because honestly, guys, I don't think we're going to be favored against Kentucky. I really don't. I hate to say that, but I don't think we will. And I hate to say my pick for it, but I think the most likely upset of us would be East Carolina. That game, we should win. We should win. Don't get me wrong. But I can't sit here and lie to you and say it doesn't make me a little nervous. A little nervous. So, Travis Will says, learn about the quarterback Otto Coons and their linebacker who led the team with 66 tackles. Yes, we did talk about that, Travis. You are correct, sir. You are correct. Yeah, Charlotte's cool. Now, like I said, man, I got nothing but love for Charlotte. I lived in Uptown, lived in South End, lived in Plaza. Charlotte's a dope place, man. Joshua Jenkins says, so Chris, with Baseball America saying we might host, how much % of chance do you think we have it hosting? I know it's just a prediction, but they did say we will. I think it's like 50-50, Justin Martin, Chris, do you see South Carolina beating Auburn again? I mean, I think we'll have a good chance. Don't get me wrong. And I know we all want that game. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Chris, we're going to have the motivation and the hate and all that. But at the end of the day, you can have all that hate and all that, but we got to go between the lines and beat them. We got to go beat them. So, I mean, listen, we're going to have all the motivation in the world. I think it'll be another close competitive game. I don't know. I haven't made my predictions yet. I haven't made my pick. So it'll be a very interesting ball game. Let's just say that. But, hey, Auburn's going to come in. They're going to want revenge on us beating them last year. Chandler Davis says, give Robbie Davis a shout-out. Yeah, dude, I shout out Robbie Davis all the time, man. Robbie's my dude. Always shouting out Robbie Davis. Got to. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. USC Sports, the team that beat Auburn was a whole different team. Yeah, hey, this team's got to do it, man. It is a whole different team. And Auburn's a different team too, bro. They got Finley now at quarterback battling Bo Nix. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be a very interesting year. What does Mike Bobo's offense look like at Auburn? I know Mike Bobo, our favorite guy, our favorite person. So what does their offense look like? I mean, that game – and that game is so far off. I mean, literally the week before Clemson, which, hey, I feel like we haven't talked about this at all. South Carolina Clemson returns this year. How about that? Wasn't it weird with no Clemson game last year? A season with no Carolina Clemson. Wild. So, and you got them at home. You got Clemson at home. I'd love to somehow see an upset. I really would. USC Sports, the player that played a huge role in that win is now gone. Yeah. I mean, J.C. Horn, you don't win that game without J.C. last year. So, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's a completely different team. It is a completely different team. Travis Real says Auburn's offense run the biscuit and tater route. Yeah, shout out to Sling Blade. Good old Sling. That's like the only reason I would have liked. honestly, though, aren't you guys glad how it worked out? I mean, would people really still want Bobo to be the OC here? Like, come on. I don't think anybody would. Renee Benson Sellers says, I saw an article that Bama will be a very young team this year as well. They might be young, but they will be really, really good. Greg Bedinger, no, Clemson sadly broke a 112-year streak. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we could do. We tried to play, right? I mean, I don't think that COVID. Blame COVID. Blame COVID. Again, guys, got about 5 minutes left. Quick reminder, episode 453 that did drop this morning, the 2021 Opponent Preview Series, getting underway with the Eastern Illinois Panthers, South Carolina's Week 1 opponent. A full breakdown of them, their head coach, how they fared. They actually had a spring season, by the way. They're the Ohio Valley Conference, how they fared this spring, best returning players on offense, defense, the overall outlook of the game, and we will be doing that for each and every single opponent that the Gamecocks play this 2021 football season. So on Monday, we'll do East Carolina. Wednesday will be Georgia. And like I said, over the next 3-4 weeks, we will do every single opponent that South Carolina plays. So again, it's a great opportunity for all of us to get familiar with all the teams, who they've got, what the outlook of the overall game is. Again, I'm not giving predictions. I'm just giving, hey, like, what's the overall vibe of this game? How do we look at this game? You know what I mean? So really, really good stuff. Check that out. Drop this morning, episode 453 of the podcast. So Justin Martin says, will Bo Nix transfer? Isn't that ironic, by the way? Mike Bobo gets the job. Transfer quarterback comes in. Where have we seen this before, Gamecock fans? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you this. If Finley wins the job, why wouldn't he? He wants to play. You know, guys go to college to play, not to sit the bench. So it's crazy, man. It's honestly crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Renee Benson Seller says, I never wanted Bobo to begin with. Fair enough. Fair enough, honestly. I understand that. Fair enough. Imagine Bo Nix transfer. And it might happen. There's a good chance it'll happen, guys. I mean, one of them came into play. The other one's going to go somewhere else. USC Sports, I had to hope to beat Clemson after 2018. Then Bentley got injured, and I went downhill, to be honest. Clemson could have scored a lot more in 2019. Dabo went easy on us. Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, guys, I don't know when Carolina's going to beat Clemson again. I'll just be totally honest. It probably won't be this year. It won't be this year. Probably won't be next year. You know, I think you're probably looking at another 3-4 years. I mean, we got to just worry about us and build our team up and build our program up. Beating Clemson will take care of itself. You got to take care of yourself in-house first. So, Brendan M. says, the story with Bobo just keeps writing itself. Steven, you mean Sam Howell is about to be good at UNC. Sam Howell. Trevor Wells says, what a weird deal. Finley and Nix battling it out. Yeah. Yep. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Again, guys, real quick, wrapping up, 843-790-3377, taking your last-minute questions, comments before we go into the weekend. Memorial Day weekend, by the way. Quick reminder, update on the content. Yes, Monday is Memorial Day. We will be live, normal, podcast, Daily Crow, everything. So do not worry, do not fret. We will be live on Monday, and Monday's a big day again for Gamecocks baseball. It is Selection Monday, the Field of 64 selection show on ESPN2. The Gamecocks going to find where they're going, are they hosting, everything. So that is at noon. So we will watch that together on the Daily Crow. USC Sports says first we've got to learn how to beat Tennessee and Mizzou on a consistent basis. Guys, going to go ahead and wrap up. Appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, if you have not done so, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 453, a full breakdown of Eastern Illinois as the 2021 Opponent Preview Series begins. Guys, again, thank you all so much for the love and support, man, for real. Another successful week with the podcast, the Daily Crow, all of the content. We'll keep it rolling going into next week. You guys have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend, whether you're on the beach, the lake, you're chilling at home, hey, even if you got to work, whatever you got to do. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Have a great weekend, folks. Take care, and we'll talk to you on Monday.